Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to do a custom nWo Syxx figure. And I'm going to use this Legend Series 15 X-Pac as the base. The only thing I'm really going to use if I ever want to turn it back into an X-Pac, because I do like this figure. The only thing I have done is I did switch the arms on this figure with the Elite SummerSlam Series 5 X-Pac. I do like this outfit better, and I like the black wrist tape and the tattoo, so I did crack this torso and pull the arms out and swap them between the two. So this guy will still be my X-Pac, and throw the army attire on him, which fits perfectly. This guy here, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to take the head off, but I'm going to build a new body using these legs that I got from an Elite WrestleMania 38 AJ Styles. And the body for this guy, I'm actually going to use an Elite 98 Rick Boggs that I cracked recently for a different video. Let's boil some water. We'll get everything set up, and I'll be right back. All right, before we go too much further, one thing that I should check is what size of neck peg to use with this torso. So I always save neck pegs from any figures I tear down for this exact reason. I got a couple different sizes here. I got a really long guy here, and this guy's a little smaller. We use a skin tone one. So let's just double check. We'll stick that on here. And that's not too bad. I want to see what that looks like with a smaller one though. Let's take a look at this really small one here. And actually this body does fit together really, really tightly. I probably don't need any boiling water for this guy. I don't really notice much of a difference here. The neck is a little muscular for X-Pac or Syxx, but it'll do for these purposes. Yeah, I'll go ahead. I'm going to use the smaller one here. All right, we got our hot water. I'm gonna throw these arms in there to soften them up so I can put them onto the shoulder joints here. Go ahead, we'll put those in. They only go in one way, so if you're not sure which way they go, see how this one doesn't fit in this side. So that's how you know. All right, we'll give those arms a few minutes in the hot water. And to tell you the truth, like, I'm kind of dry fitting this body together, and it actually goes together pretty tight. So like all the sometimes what I do is I throw these in the hot water when I go to put them back together, because all this dried on glue, sometimes it causes them to not fit together tight. The hot water kind of softens that up and helps you get a tighter fit so you don't have such a gap. But on this figure, that seems to be pretty good, so I may not need to do that. I will glue these back together. I always like to dry fit everything just to make sure everything fits well, because once you get the glue out, that's kind of there's no going back from there. So I've got the upper torso ready. Oops, lost the little rubber piece. And we'll put the back on to see how tight that fits as is. pretty good. Now he does have, there is this tattoo here that I could really remove if I wanted to, just with a little nail polish remover or like some acetone on a cloth or a Q-tip. But to tell you the truth, this figure is probably never going to be shirtless, so I may not even bother. Now, when you're putting the arms back on, you can, the flatter part of the arm is the inside. But if you're ever not sure, they are. I'm not sure if you can see it. They are labeled. So this is R for right. And you see that's kind of bulges out the muscle there, where the inside is a little flatter. And this one's got an L for left. And you will notice if you put them on backwards, because he will look really funny. All right, and that looks pretty good right there. We'll go ahead, we'll actually, before we slap the head on, I'll throw some gear on this guy and we'll get an idea how he looks before we even glue him together. We'll be right back. All right, so what I did want to use for a shirt for this figure is this sleeveless nWo tank top that came with the Ultimate Edition Eric Bischoff, but I could not get it on the figure because this shirt is made to go on by taking the arms off the Ultimate figure, which you can't do with an Elite. So instead, I'm going to go with this nWo sleeveless shirt. This is from an Ultimate at Hollywood Hulk Hogan. It does have the Velcro in the front, which isn't ideal, but it doesn't look too bad. We'll go ahead, we'll add the jacket here, and we'll see. The reason I went with this sleeveless is I find when you throw the jacket on with shirts that have sleeves, it makes the jacket bunch up and it makes it look funny. And I do have a couple of nWo t-shirts, but they're also, they fit kind of big, and this is a smaller torso, so we'll kind of see how this works. Yeah, not too bad at all. Pull that down. There we go. I added some click hands to kind of complete the look. I put the sunglasses back on that did come with the Legend Series 15, and also the same sunglasses came with the SummerSlam Series 5. But you know what really completes this look is this bandana, which came with an Undertaker. I believe it was an Elite Series 85. But yeah, he turned out pretty good. All right, I'll take this stuff off and we'll get some glue and I'll show you how to finish this guy off. Stay tuned. There, I've got this guy all apart. And as I said, this guy fit together nice and tight, so I don't really think there's any need for any hot water here. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue them back together. Now for the glue, I always use this Gorilla Glue gel so that it doesn't run on you. And you don't need very much, just a little bit to hold. Make sure you press everything tight, set them down. I always face these guys up to let them dry, so if it does run, it runs out the back because it will mess up the paint. Oops, there was an arm. Also, never put any glue on that joint there on the neck peg. You're just apt to make the neck lock up there. Carefully. Sure he squeezes tight together. And I always just hold this guy for a few seconds just to make sure everything's good. There, as I said, a nice and tight, just like a retail, just like he's never been opened, never been torso cracked. All right, that should be good. I'm just going to lay this guy down, let him sit overnight, and he should be good tomorrow. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.